The reality of fake people life is filled with countless interactions and relationships that shape our journey, yet not all of these connections are genuine. As much as we desire trust and authenticity in others, the reality is that fake people are an inevitable part of life. Recognizing this truth is essential for navigating relationships wisely and protecting our emotional well-being. Fake people often wear masks to conceal their true intentions. They may appear supportive, kind, or loyal, but their actions reveal otherwise. These individuals can be driven by various motives, such as jealousy, personal gain, or insecurity. They may seek to exploit your kindness, manipulate your emotions, or undermine your success. Such behavior can leave you feeling betrayed and questioning your ability to trust others. One of the most disheartening aspects of fake people is their ability to blend in seamlessly. They often tell you what you want to hear, offering praise or sympathy while hiding ulterior motives. Their charm can be deceptive, making it difficult to recognize their insincerity until it's too late. This often results in heartbreak, as the discovery of their true nature shatters the foundation of trust you had built. The presence of fake people is a stark reminder that not everyone deserves your trust. However, this doesn't mean you should live in constant suspicion or close yourself off from others. Instead, it's about being cautious and learning to discern genuine relationships from superficial ones. Trust is a precious commodity and should be given to those who prove themselves worthy through their actions, consistency, and loyalty over time. Listening to your instincts is a powerful way to identify fake people. Often, your gut will alert you when something feels off about someone. Maybe their words don't match their actions, or they exhibit patterns of behavior that seem self-serving. These warning signs should not be ignored. Pay attention to how people treat others as well. Someone who speaks negatively about others behind their backs may do the same to you. Despite the prevalence of fake people, it's important to remember that authentic and trustworthy individuals do exist. These are the people who genuinely care for you, celebrate your successes without envy, and stand by your side in challenging times. Finding such individuals requires patience and a willingness to let relationships develop naturally. At the core of navigating relationships in a world filled with fake people is self-awareness. When you are clear about your values, boundaries, and expectations, you become less vulnerable to manipulation. Fake people are less likely to thrive in an environment where authenticity and integrity are prioritized. The reality of fake people is a challenge we all face, but it doesn't have to define our relationships. By being discerning, trusting your instincts, and staying true to yourself, you can protect your peace and build meaningful connections. Fake people may always exist, but they can't diminish the value of genuine relationships when you learn to identify and cherish them. In a world where relationships play a vital role in our lives, discernment becomes an essential skill. While trust and connection are natural human desires, not everyone we meet will have our best interests at heart. Discernment is the ability to evaluate people and situations carefully, separating what is genuine from what is not. It is a skill that protects us from deceit and helps us foster meaningful relationships built on mutual respect and authenticity. Discernment begins with observation. Actions speak louder than words, and observing how someone behaves over time is one of the most reliable ways to gauge their character. People can say anything to appear trustworthy, but their consistent actions or lack thereof reveal the truth. For example, someone who promises to support you but disappears when you need them is showing their true priorities. Learning to pay attention to these patterns can save you from misplaced trust. An essential aspect of discernment is listening to your instincts. Often we experience subtle feelings or thoughts that warn us when something is off about a person or situation. These instincts are based on subconscious cues, such as inconsistencies in behavior or body language. Trusting your intuition doesn't mean being overly suspicious. It means giving yourself permission to pause and evaluate. If something feels wrong, take the time to consider why before proceeding. Discernment also requires self-awareness. Knowing your values, boundaries, and expectations helps you identify when someone's actions or words don't align with what matters to you. For instance, if honesty and transparency are important to you, but someone constantly avoids accountability or withholds information, it's a red flag. Being clear about what you stand for allows you to make better decisions about who to let into your life. Another crucial part of discernment is time. Genuine relationships develop gradually, allowing trust to build naturally. Rushing to place trust in someone based on initial impressions can lead to disappointment. People reveal different facets of themselves in different situations, and only with time can you see the full picture. It's wise to approach relationships with an open heart, but also with a sense of caution. While discernment is essential for protecting yourself from fake or harmful relationships, it also serves a positive purpose. It helps you identify the people who truly deserve your trust. Those who are genuine will show consistency, empathy, and reliability over time. They will respect your boundaries and demonstrate care through their actions. Discernment allows you to cultivate these meaningful connections while avoiding unnecessary heartache. Ultimately, discernment is not about living in fear or distrust, but about being intentional and wise in your interactions. It empowers you to navigate relationships with clarity and confidence, ensuring that your time and energy are invested in the right people. By practicing discernment, you safeguard your emotional well-being and open the door to authentic relationships that enrich your life. In the complexity of human relationships, one of the most powerful tools we possess is our instinct. Often referred to as our gut feeling, instinct is an intuitive sense that arises when something feels right or wrong. While logic and reasoning are vital for decision-making, instincts provide an additional layer of insight that can guide us through uncertain situations, especially when it comes to understanding people and their intentions. Instincts are not arbitrary or magical. They are deeply rooted in our subconscious. Over time, our brains absorb countless details and patterns from our interactions and experiences, even when we're not actively aware of them. When faced with a situation or person that feels off, our instincts draw on this vast reservoir of knowledge to alert us to potential dangers or inconsistencies. For example, you may not consciously notice subtle cues like tone of voice, body language, or behavioral patterns, but your instincts do. Listening to your instincts is an act of self-trust. Too often, people dismiss these feelings, thinking they are being overly sensitive, judgmental, or paranoid. However, ignoring your instincts can leave you vulnerable to manipulation or harm. If something feels off about someone's words or actions, it's worth paying attention. Maybe their words are kind, but their behavior contradicts them. Perhaps they seem overly eager to gain your trust or avoid accountability. These small inconsistencies can be significant, and your instincts often pick up on them before your conscious mind does. Acting on your instincts doesn't mean jumping to conclusions or making snap judgments. Instead, it's about pausing to evaluate the situation further. If you feel uneasy, give yourself permission to step back, ask questions, and observe. Trustworthy people will stand up to scrutiny, while those with hidden agendas often reveal themselves over time. Your instincts serve as an early warning system, prompting you to be cautious until you have more information. At the same time, it's important to distinguish between instinct and fear. Fear can sometimes cloud judgment, especially if past experiences have made you overly cautious or mistrustful. Instinct, on the other hand, is more nuanced. It is a quiet, persistent feeling rather than an overwhelming emotion. Learning to differentiate between the two takes practice, but the effort is worthwhile. Listening to your instincts also strengthens your self-confidence. When you trust your inner voice, you rely less on external validation or opinions. This confidence allows you to set boundaries, say no when necessary, and protect your peace. It empowers you to navigate relationships with clarity, ensuring that you prioritize your well-being. Ultimately, instincts are a gift. They are a reminder that even in a world filled with uncertainty and deception, we have an innate ability to sense the truth. By listening to your instincts, you can make better decisions, avoid unnecessary pain, and cultivate relationships that are genuine and fulfilling. Trust your gut. It often knows what your heart and mind have yet to realize. The heart is one of the most vulnerable parts of who we are. It is where we hold our emotions, dreams, and capacity for love. Because of its significance, guarding your heart wisely is essential. This doesn't mean closing yourself off to the world or becoming overly cynical. Instead, it's about being intentional and choosing who you allow into your inner circle and how you protect your emotional well-being. To guard your heart wisely, you must first understand its value. Your heart is the source of your joy, peace, and emotional strength. When you let the wrong people or influences in, they can damage this vital part of you. People with selfish intentions, toxic behaviors, or manipulative tendencies can drain your energy and erode your self-worth. Recognizing the importance of your heart helps you take the steps necessary to safeguard it. One key to guarding your heart is setting clear boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are guidelines that define what you will and will not accept in your relationships. For example, if someone repeatedly disrespects you or disregards your feelings, enforcing boundaries ensures that your emotional health takes precedence. Boundaries are a form of self-respect and communicate to others that your well-being matters. Guarding your heart also involves discernment and choosing who you trust. Not everyone deserves access to your innermost thoughts and emotions. Trust should be earned through consistency, integrity, and mutual respect. Rushing to confide in someone or open up completely without understanding their character can leave you vulnerable. Take the time to observe people's actions over words. Those who truly care for you will demonstrate it through their behavior. At the same time, guarding your heart wisely doesn't mean shutting people out entirely. It's important to strike a balance between protecting yourself and allowing genuine connections to flourish. When you approach relationships with caution and wisdom, you create space for authenticity while minimizing the risk of being hurt. Trusting wisely means giving people the opportunity to show their true selves while remaining mindful of red flags. Another aspect of guarding your heart is taking care of your emotional health. Surround yourself with positivity, whether through uplifting people, encouraging words, or healthy habits. Protecting your heart isn't just about keeping negativity out, it's also about filling it with what brings you joy and peace. When your emotional foundation is strong, you're better equipped to handle challenges and setbacks. Finally, remember that guarding your heart is an act of self-love. It's a recognition that your feelings, time, and energy are precious. You don't owe access to everyone you meet, and it's okay to prioritize your well-being. This mindset not only helps you avoid unnecessary pain, but also attracts people who value and respect you for who you are. In a world full of uncertainty and mixed intentions, guarding your heart wisely is a powerful way to protect your peace while remaining open to the beauty of authentic relationships. Human beings are inherently social creatures. We thrive on relationships, drawing strength, comfort, and joy from the people around us. However, not all relationships are created equal. In a world where surface-level interactions and superficial connections often dominate, the value of genuine connections cannot be overstated. These authentic bonds enrich our lives in profound ways, offering meaning and purpose that material success or fleeting acquaintances simply cannot provide. Genuine connections are built on a foundation of trust, mutual respect, and understanding. These are the relationships where you can be your true self without fear of judgment. The people with whom you share these bonds celebrate your victories as if they were their own and stand by you during your darkest moments. There's no pretense, no ulterior motives, just a sincere desire to support and uplift one another. The value of such connections lies in their ability to nurture your emotional well-being. In a world that can often feel isolating, knowing that someone truly cares for you provides a sense of belonging and comfort. Genuine relationships act as a buffer against stress, loneliness, and self-doubt. They remind you that you are not alone and that you have people who believe in you, even when you struggle to believe in yourself. Beyond emotional support, authentic connections also inspire personal growth. Being surrounded by people who truly care about you challenges you to be your best self. They offer honest feedback, encourage you to pursue your dreams, and hold you accountable for your actions. Unlike superficial relationships, where interactions are often transactional or fleeting, genuine connections push you toward meaningful progress in your life. Building these connections takes time, effort, and a willingness to be vulnerable. In a world that often prioritizes appearances over substance, it can be tempting to settle for relationships that are easy or convenient. But genuine bonds require depth. They involve listening, understanding, and investing in others without expecting anything in return. This mutual commitment fosters trust and creates a relationship that stands the test of time. One of the most remarkable aspects of genuine connections is their resilience. While superficial relationships may falter in the face of adversity, true bonds grow stronger. Genuine friends and loved ones don't abandon you during hard times. Instead, they provide unwavering support, reminding you of your strength and helping you navigate challenges. At their core, genuine connections are about more than just shared experiences or common interests. They are about creating a space where both individuals feel seen, heard, and valued. These relationships teach us empathy, kindness, and the importance of being there for one another. In a society that often emphasizes individualism and self-promotion, genuine connections serve as a powerful reminder of what truly matters. They bring fulfillment, joy, and a sense of purpose that material achievements alone cannot provide. By investing in these authentic relationships, we enrich not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. Genuine connections are the cornerstone of a meaningful and well-lived life. In a world where conformity and appearances often overshadow individuality, authenticity stands out as a remarkable strength. To be authentic is to embrace who you truly are, without masks, pretense, or fear of judgment. It's about living in alignment with your values, beliefs, and desires, even when doing so is not the easiest path. While authenticity requires courage and self-awareness, its rewards are profound, offering a foundation for meaningful relationships, personal fulfillment, and lasting impact. Authenticity begins with self-acceptance. It involves recognizing your strengths and flaws and embracing them as part of your unique identity. Society often pressures individuals to fit into predefined molds, whether in appearance, behavior, or ambitions.
However, chasing external approval can lead to disconnection from your true self. Authenticity means rejecting the need for constant validation and instead finding confidence in your own worth.
This self-assuredness is not arrogance, but a quiet strength that comes from knowing and accepting who you are. One of the most powerful aspects of authenticity is its ability to foster genuine connections. When you present yourself honestly, you create an environment of trust and openness. Others feel safe to be themselves around you, breaking down barriers of pretense and superficiality. Authentic relationships are built on this foundation of mutual respect and understanding. These connections are deeper and more fulfilling because they are based on truth rather than facade. Authenticity also inspires others. In a culture where many people feel pressured to hide their true selves, seeing someone live authentically can be incredibly empowering. It encourages others to embrace their individuality and stand firm in their beliefs. By being unapologetically yourself, you give permission for others to do the same, creating a ripple effect that promotes honesty and self-expression. Living authentically does not mean being rigid or resistant to growth. On the contrary, it involves a commitment to continuous self-discovery and improvement. Authenticity is about acknowledging where you are today while striving to become the best version of yourself. It means being honest about your mistakes, learning from them, and moving forward with integrity. This openness to growth further strengthens your character and deepens your connections with others. At times, authenticity may require bravery. Being true to yourself can sometimes lead to criticism, rejection, or misunderstanding. Not everyone will appreciate your honesty or align with your values. However, the strength of authenticity lies in its resilience. It enables you to stand firm in your beliefs and decisions, even when faced with opposition. Over time, authenticity attracts people and opportunities that align with your true self, making the temporary discomfort of rejection worthwhile. Ultimately, authenticity is a liberating and transformative strength. It allows you to live with purpose, free from the constraints of societal expectations or external approval. By embracing your true self, you create a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and uniquely yours. In a world where many strive to blend in, authenticity shines as a beacon of courage and individuality, reminding us all of the power and beauty of being real.so. Let us move forward with clarity, courage, and care. Let us value trust as the treasure it is, giving it only to those who prove themselves worthy. And above all, let us remain true to ourselves, for in a world of fake people, authenticity is our greatest strength. Thank you.